Y'all don't even know the real tea though. What's the real tea? Trey and Joyce was fucking in my bed last night.
Your bed or my bed?
Our bed.
So I get woken up by Mel. She talked about some chic. Trey and Joyce fucked. Trey and Joyce fucked. Okay, bitch, I do not care. You wanted to fight or like all that stuff, and I will fight anybody. You're goofy. She's goofy. Everybody's goofy. You're goofy. So what do you want to do about it? He ran up. He got dropped, and that's typically how it always goes.
I didn't like her comment. Oh, you guys are messy, and you guys get paid to do this shit. You're auditioning to be messy and to get paid to be messy.
Like, you just got whooped. So at this point, I really feel like she could trade places with you.
Your girl is in Miami with it, but we still gonna make it work. What's going on, you guys? It's your girl, Tatiana Vixen. Yeah, that's her name. And if you know me, nasty. Make sure that you like, comment, and share. And best believe I'm gonna meet you there because your girl be in the comments. And if you love what I'm serving and how I give it, hit that subscribe button so you're always notified when I upload. Duh. Okay, y'all. So I am in Miami, Florida for the holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. And I still gotta do my review. I still gotta do my online classes. You already know how it goes. So this is the setting for now until we get back to New York. With that being said, wasn't this episode of Deja Vu a time? Yes, it was. We got to see the introduction of Jay Galore, who, like I said, y'all know, got a little drama attached to her, as well as Duquesne from season 2. It got pretty spicy in the house, according to some of the cast members, because Miss Joyce was in her roommate's bed getting it cracking. I don't know if Mel didn't like that or not, but she definitely had no problem telling her castmates. Of course, that caused a domino effect, and we're gonna see just to what extent it went. And I am not here to waste your time. So with that being said, class, let's begin. Start the episode with Mel dropping tea, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know if 2 cast members having sex is considered tea, but okay, go off, sis. I say that because I feel like every show
you'll need to connect to a Wi-Fi network first.
I feel like every show on Now That's TV, and maybe even Zeus, they're having sex on the set. Like that's just something that happens. I don't consider it tea anymore. However, in this particular circumstance, I would say Joyce's situation is a lot. It's a lot. So, okay, follow me. She kisses Sheik, and I guess that now makes them a thing. I don't know. And I don't know how that's possible because during the time of filming, Joyce was dating Kashi from Playboys. At first, they were making it seem like because of the situation at hand, which is Joyce having relations with Trey, now she want to fight him because I guess the night before at the club, they, kissed, they flirted, they made out, he bought her food. And I guess that means now because she slept with Trey, she wants to fight him? I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I could be wrong, I don't know, but I have some reliable sources who told me that this particular situation is kind of made up. Ooh. That's what I'm being told by several sources, that this situation actually didn't happen, and it's just kind of a storyline that was created by all involved so it could, spice the show up. I will say, for the sake of this review, for the sake of the season, for the sake of the show, we'll say, yes, Joyce is dating Kashi. She slept with Trey in Gucci in Mel's bed, and she wants to fight him. I don't know. Oh, and apparently she has been coming on strong to Unc. Now that I believe. Can't say that I blame her. But I don't see how this adds to the story at hand, but It's Now That's TV, so hey, let's throw it in there. I later learned that, and in Sheik's defense, Sheik don't give a fuck that that girl was sleeping with somebody else. He don't give a fuck. In fact, it's the other way around. He not calling the fade. The fade is being called on him. That, based off when I was watching the episode, that actually made a little more sense. So in this case, I'm Team Sheik. By the way, I had no idea that this show was conducting eliminations. Oh, okay. I guess they just threw that in there. I don't see the point, besides them having too many cast members, but yeah, okay. That being said, conversations are being conducted in regards to who should go home. We're conducting eliminations. Now we gotta make decisions of who should go home. Now, Michelle is a name that comes up because according to her castmates, she, has said out her mouth she doesn't give a fuck. On top of that, she's been staying at a hotel. Michelle is me and I am Michelle because I would move the same way. If I don't like the bidding arrangements, I'm booking a hotel, period. I'm not sleeping on a twin. I'm not sleeping on a full. We seen the shelter cots that they have them sleeping on when we saw Diamond talking to Q. And honestly, on top of that, if I was in Michelle's shoes, I would probably also say, I don't give a fuck. I say that because, to my understanding, Deja Vu ain't got no grand prize. They ain't got no, like y'all eliminating people for what? Like, do we win a grand prize? No cash prize. So why do I give a fuck I got eliminated? Because I don't get to stay and fight? I'm sorry, that's not much of an incentive for me. I got paid to come here, and now I'm dipping. Okay, I'm dipping early. I didn't have to work as hard. Bye. So the cast ends up making their way to a promo shoot. And speaking of hotels, we learned that Diamond and Q have been shacking up in a hotel together. I wanted to bring that up because in this past week, since my last review, you guys have been in my DMs, y'all been in the comments, putting me on to what the beef is with Q and Diamond and Gucci. I learned some things that I was like, I don't like that. So apparently, Q and Diamond were fighting over a room, or they were in a room together and she no longer wanted him in the room. And Q ends up body slamming her, putting his hands on her to some degree. That's wild. And him being invited back to the show, I'm a little thrown off, but okay. I was not expecting that. And it's to the point I didn't even watch the episode. I know about it now because y'all told me, but I don't want to see no man putting his hands on no woman. I feel like eventually I'm gonna get around to it, just not now. Let's finish this. However, based off what I've heard, Q, I just feel like your apology last episode should have been loud and proud. Loud and proud to Diamond, and loud and proud in your confessionals to all the women of the US of A who is in or was in an abusive relationship. That's just me, that's just my take. Those are very thick nipples, but let's move on. We're getting distracted. Cass pulls up to Blue Flame, and guess who's there? Duke. Oh yes. Whether you like it or not, Duke is a heavy hitter. That nigga be punching shit. All in all, not much here. The cast, films their promo. It's a great shoot, and they head on out. Side note, the Deja Vu opening is better than the Baddies. I said what I said. Now, as the cast leaves, let's just say the tensions are... Who that? Anyway, the cast members get on the sprinter, and guess who they run into? Another added addition. Miss J Galore. Problem child. She, in her confessional, she was saying all the shows that she's been featured in. I didn't know not one of them. So, there's that. She looks like a fun girl, though. Okay. So this fight. Okay. The gag is Sheik is not the one who called this fade, but he's the one that won. Because we see that in the preview. So I'm already entering this like, okay, Sheik is about to win this fight. And that he did. It was quick. It was a fast one, but it could have got bad. It could have got ugly real quick, but they broke it up at a good time. And Joyce had me in tears because, bitch, not you rooting for the winning team, whoever that is. Bitch, you was just in bed with, like, really? And I guess that's the end of that storyline. Yeah. Next, the Deja Vu cast pulls up to the Making the Cast auditions. Sidebar, ain't it tea that Diamond the Body is literally on 2 different shows of 2 different networks? You ate that, sis. Now, here's the thing. The cast is kind of clowning Coco. Coco is from Zodiac House, and I would personally say she was a fan favorite. So you would kind of understand my surprise as to why she is at the auditions. Why is she out there? Why does she have to audition to Making the Cast when she's made a cast already? Coco, I really hope that when Making the Cast comes out, which I think it already is out, that you're a host or something, because girl, this can't be it. And this thing with Mac and Duke, odd. Mac loves to say that, you know, it's the Mac show, and put on a show he will. We got Mac taking off his shirt, calling out Duke, and I'm just kind of like, what are you doing, Mac? Because you didn't do all of this with Dawn, and he actually snuck you several times. But here's the thing. Hear me out. I'm going to say something. I'm going to be honest for a moment. And I think what I'm going to say may be an unpopular opinion. That time that Mac knocked out Duke, had him on that gym floor snoring, was crazy. However, at the same time, I don't even think Mac knew he was going to do that. I don't think Mac went into that saying, you know what, I'm going to knock this nigga out because he keep playing with me. I don't think he knew he was going to have that man on that floor knocked out snoring. And I've watched it several times, and I've watched it with guys and girls. And when I watch it, a lot of them say, oh, that was a lucky shot. Because I don't think Mac went in there intentionally to knock Duke out, then I think that was a mistake. And since it was a mistake, it means it wasn't intentional. And since it wasn't intentional, it is a lucky shot. Do you guys agree? Now, let me be clear. I don't like to just go say some shit and run with it. So I put out a poll asking you guys, do you think the punch that Mac threw at Duke that knocked him out, do you think that was a lucky shot, or did Mac really do his big one? But let me just say, sidebar, that I feel, although I feel like it was a lucky shot, that's still, I would still consider Mac doing his big one, right? But just that shot, that punch alone, was that a lucky shot? Here are the results that you guys came up with when I asked that faithful question. What did he get? Y'all wild. Now, Cookie gets into it with a fan, which I find to be wild for both girls. First and foremost, Cookie, I don't know why you think you about to throw water on somebody, especially somebody who's auditioning for a Now That's TV show, and there not be any repercussions or consequences. Like, homegirl deadass was in her confession, was talking about, I wasn't even trying to fight, I just threw water at her. No, baby, that's not how that worked. And to the auditioner, bitch, you're not getting paid for this, but oh, go off, sis. The cast gets kicked out, as they should, and we end the episode. That is all the time we have for today, but thanks for coming through, and thanks for being on time. Like, comment, and share, and best believe I'm gonna meet you there, because your girl be in the comments, and I would love for y'all to be in the comments this week. Now, if you love what I serve and how I give it, hit that subscribe button so you're always notified when I upload. Duh. Next week gonna be some shit, y'all. We are going to see Jay Galore really get introduced into the house. Not only that, her and Becca are going to bump heads. So you know what that means. Miss Jay Galore is going to make her fight debut on the Deja Vu Season 3. And we're here for it, baby. You just make sure that you're here for it enough that you're back here. Well, not here, New York, but you're back so we can review it again. And bitch, you better not be late. You like that last video? Well, the good news is I got plenty more right here on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button so you're always notified when I upload to my channel. That's right. Binge watch the out of me.